Today I am going to ranking every weapons in Project Lazarus. Before I started ranking every weapon in this video, I am not going to rank the ray gun and frostbite. Why? Because everyone already knows how good is it, and there's no reason to rank it. So Project Lazarus has 65 weapons without the wonder weapons, so this is going to be very hard to rank it. I know some people don't agree with my opinion, so let's start the worst gun in the game. Number 65 is easily the worst weapon in the game. Is the less lethal CQB. It's the riot shotgun basically, worst of the worst biggest poo-poo in the game, and has a really cool model. However, this shotgun is very weak. Without piercing too, and the double tap perk cannot help this gun better. And when you pack a punch this shotgun, the bean bag round, it can one headshot up to mid-late round 20. And this shotgun have really slow reload time without reload to shell at once like other shotgun. This is easily the worst gun in the game. Next we have the MGL grenade launcher.
OMG, is that the Muglial from Zombie Uprising? It's the best gun in the game.
Yeah, but this is Project Lazarus. This launcher is so terrible because the ammo reserves are way too small. Like without Pack-a-Punch, only 18 rounds. And with Pack-a-Punch, 48 rounds is pretty wild. It's heavy and the Pack-a-Punch module is really useless. And this launcher is very useless on very close range because the grenade round do not explode on close range for safety reasons. I think this gun should need to buff the ammo reserves like 64 or 80 for rounds so much better. Next is the MGL LTL anti-riot. It's basically the hot potato shooter. When Pack-a-Punch, this thing is really strong. Can one headshot up to round 40 something. However, like the MGL is heavy, has no piercing, and is easily overrun by zombies. But this thing is still better for more ammo reserves and higher damage, except the rounds do not explode. Logitech already buffed this gun, but it's really funny this thing is better than the regular MGL. Next is the nail gun. This gun is really bad for mid to late rounds, or maybe early rounds too, because this gun do not have piercing, and when Pack-a-Punch this gun's still pretty weak, because the Pack-a-Punch module is pretty mid. But I like the nails detonate after a delay. However, I kinda don't like you need 7 shots for super detonation, really waste of ammo. And there's no piercing, so that's why I rank this gun is so low. Next we have the Whizzbanger. This is the newest gun in the game. It's a very weird gun, however this hammer thing can one headshot until round 30 to 40 something. But this thing is really poor accuracy, very short effective range, and how do I shoot this thing without the iron sight? Also, the Pack-a-Punch module is really pointless, but this gun got buffed for Pack-a-Punch after added to the game. Overall, it's still pretty decent, and I really like the inspect animation. Take a look. Pretty cool, huh? Next is Kentucky Long Rifle. Yes, the musket. When you Pack-a-Punch, this gun becomes the strongest non-wonder weapons in the game, and can one headshot up to round 60 to 70 something thanks to black powder module. Next shot to deal 150% damage, and hitting a headshot deal 350% damage. I can say that's insanely high damage. However, this musket is also heavy and super painful long reload times, like 10 seconds. But this musket is pretty decent for solo training, so that's a good thing too, and make sure do not get overrun by zombies. Next is the Tech 9. It's just a point weapon that you pack and put back in the box. Some people are asking why I rank this gun so low. Its lightweight fast fire rate and 50 kills upgrade module is really decent lower recoil by 50%, but this gun already has very low recoil and increased damage by 125%. However, this gun is not on the wall gun, has really low ammo reserves with only 240 rounds, is insane burning a lot of ammo, and the damage begin to fall on late round 20s. Ammo reserves should need to buff like 340 or more for 100 rounds, so much better. Maybe I can rank higher for that. Next is Carl Gustav M2. It's the rocket launcher. When Pack-a-Punch, this launcher becomes fully automatic in 6 rounds. However, this launcher is easy to get caught in the blast. When you are not be careful, then overrun by zombies, and the damage begins to fall on round 30. Next is JS9. It's the wall gun available only in Research Man. The reason I rank this gun higher than the Tech 9 because it's wall gun, and location the control room left to the central staircase very easy to refill the ammo. However, the pack-a-punch module is very useless. 25% chance to fire the shots. Also, the recoil is really strong, so I recommend it to use on early mid-rounds instead. Next, we have the TMP. It's the wall gun available only in the graduation mag. It's really good for farming points on early rounds. Logitech have rebalancing of this SMG. However, I don't really like the new pack-a-punch module because the unpredictable bursts. 25% chance for fires in bursts of randomized sizes from 4 to 24 rounds, which I am not a fan of this, and I have to reload to stop the burst because wasting so much ammo. Next is MP5. The classic MP5 is very great for farming points on early mid-rounds. And it's located in the library room, which is great, but the recoil is kind of strong and make sure you don't miss the shot. Next is M14. Some people are asking why I rank the M14 higher than MP5. Because this gun has very good piercing, higher headshot multipliers than other ARs and good reload time. However, I am not a fan of 3-round burst module because it's a waste of ammo. I kinda say this gun is worth it for mid-rounds. The SKS has very similar stats to the M14 and is available only in the graduation mag. It is basically a better version of M14 thanks to steady hand module for lower recoil by 75%. Overall, like the M14, this gun is worth it on mid-rounds, but on round 30, maybe you should replace your guns right now. Next is the SA-58OS. Well, I can say this is the most underrated gun in the game because nobody wants to pack-a-punch this gun or nobody use it. It has really high headshot multipliers and on the wall really easy to buy ammo. But this gun has really slow fire rate, and the pack-a-punch module is very useless, fires 150% faster when below 35% of the mag. Next we have our 0635. It's the first gun of the M16 expansion pack in this list. It looks really cool and has a nice fast fire rate. However, fast fire rate, but the damage is really low. The kill clip module don't really help that much, wasting lots of ammo and not on the wall. But I can say this gun is still pretty decent and farming points for some times. KDRB is another pretty solid wall gun and better version of MP5. Thanks to fast fire rate, low recoil, and good pack-a-punch stealth attack module. Also, this gun is very good for farming points on research map. However, it says only 20 bullets in the mag, you need reload more often. Overall, it's still very good SMG. Next, the MAC-10. It has a very fast fire rate and also really low damage. When you pack-a-punch, this gun becomes akimbo SMG. It is really cool, I guess. But this thing is low damage, runs out of ammo very fast. And it's a very poor accuracy because it is akimbo. You have to shoot in very close range. And I don't know how to say about this SMG, that's it. Next we have KPOS G2. It's the first gun from the Glock expansion pack in this list. This gun has very similar stats to Tech 9, but faster fire rate, has more ammo reserve, and pack-a-punch module are similar too. 100 kills upgrade module increased damage by 125% and increased more ammo reserve by 126 ammo, basically from 336 to 460 to ammo. That's amazing. However, this gun has same cons of Tech 9, is low damage and running out of ammo very, very fast. But it's still better than the Tech 9. Finally, the first AR from the box, the M for SOPMOD 2. It's the second gun of the M16 expansion pack in this list. Looks very cool, the hollow sight, laser sight, and the foregrip. However, I am very disappointed in it for a few reasons. The damage per second of this gun is lower than other AR. Second, the moving target module doing faster aim time, and aim mobility is nothing special. Overall, it's decent AR and worth it to use mid to late rounds. Next is M16A for, I am not fan of the 3-round burst. But I am still disappointed in this AR. Because the ammo is smaller than other AR. When pack-a-punch, it says only 330 ammo reserves, also 30 bullets in the mag is horrendous. But the 50 kills upgrade module becomes fully auto and deals 125% damage, is really cool. And the ammo should be 360 or for 100, so much better. Glock 47 months is the second pistol from Glock expansion pack in this list. It has clean red dot sight and bigger mag. When you pack-a-punch, it becomes a full rounds burst, and aiming down sights becomes the rounds burst. Which kinda cool, I guess. Overall, this Glock is still okay for mid to late rounds. Next is PM9. This SMG has the fastest fire rate in the game, is 1,100 rounds per minute, is crazy. It has 32 bullets in the mag and the damage is okay. But the recoil is also strong and the relentless module is pretty mid, just reducing gun kick and recoil by 20% something and refills 15% of mag. And it's alright SMG, what can I say? Next is HK for 16. I can say this AR is very average, I guess. It has solid damage, fast fire rate, and good reload time. Tactical maneuver module is okay when your tactical reloading gives you some movement speed boost for 3 seconds, which I am not really fan of this. Overall, this AR is worth it on mid to late rounds, also good backup. Next is B93 Raffica. I can say almost nobody using this pistol because everyone using something better than this pistol. It has 3-round burst, and when you pack this pistol a module, it boosted your damage every time you shoot by 125%. But it has only 180 bullets also, and on the wall, so that's a good thing too. Next we have Glock 17, by far one of the most popular second backup gun used by pro players on high rounds. Thanks to Echo Cobra module for increased movement speed by 15%, allow you escape tight space easily, and converted to fully auto. However, the damage is not great, and it only has 240 bullets. It's not great, but the Pack-a-Punch module is still amazing. The Makarov PM is also solid pistol with very quick reload time. The Vermin module is pretty good and gives you some speed boost after you reload. The Rat King buff is based on players with this pistol equipped, increasing damage by 30 to 40%. However, the Vermin module is sometimes can be useless for solo, because nobody using this pistol, and I don't have friends to play it. Overall, the Makarov's still pretty good backup pistol. Next we have Glock 37 Gap, but the best Glock from the Glock expansion pack in this list. A better version of Glock 17, it is higher damage, and the Pack-a-Punch module is also very similar to Glock 17. Still increased movement speed by 15%, and first shot deals 250% headshot damage instead of converted to fully auto. What can I say? It's still very good pistol. Next is the Honey Badger. This gun has pretty similar stats to KDRB because it's also silenced weapons. The stealth takedown module, 25% of the mag deals 175% headshot damage instead of 150% damage. It has low recoil, good fast rate, but the damage begin to fall off on mid-round 30. And you runs out of ammo really quickly, but it's still amazing gun. Next is the Desert Eagle. This is the second strongest pistol in the game. You can one headshot up to round 32, and the With Devil's Seal module last bullet up to round 52. However, this pistol has slow reload time, and I didn't really like to waste my last ammo for 666% damage. But you already have Speed Cola perk, so you use the Deagle without problem. The AUG A3, I can say this gun is annoying to use it, because the recoil is strong with decent fire rate. And the Pack-a-Punch module is very good one kill to increase your movement speed by 50% by 3 seconds. However, I really hate the iron sight. There's unnecessary flash that's harder to see zombies. The F2000 has similar stats to the AUG A3, just lower damage and faster fire rate. The reason the F2000 is better than AUG A3 is because the Pack-a-Punch module is more useful. When the magazine is below 50%, this effect increased the damage by 200% is absolutely amazing. However, has same cons as AUG A3 is runs out of ammo really quick on high rounds. But the F2000 get buffed like 3 to 4 times, still absolutely amazing. Next we have the FAMAE SAF. This SMG is pretty weird one because it's 3-round burst instead of full auto. But the damage is somehow really strong, I think. When you pack this gun, it becomes a false pretense module. Hitting a headshot deals 180% headshot damage and fires for round bursts instead of 3 with increased fire rate. But I am not really a fan of for round burst because it wastes more ammo. Overall, this SMG is still very solid on mid to high rounds. Next is the RPD. Some people are asking why I rank this LMG higher than any solid guns. But the RPD is the weakest and slowest reload time in the LMG class. And the Scrapper module is really useless. 20% chance of returning the ammo reserves 1 to 10. It should be 50 or 100, so much better. But the RPD is still pretty good for mid to high rounds. The under 49 saw has very similar stats to the RPD. It has higher damage and faster reload time. And the Frenzy module is more useful, which increases fire rate by 125% after kill. But both LMG are really heavy, has long reload time, and still pretty solid for high rounds, or maybe not. Next we have TS-12. This shotgun is very fun to use, also really high damage. When you pack this shotgun, it becomes full auto with big mag. But I don't like switching the mag tube like you shoot 8 bullets, then you have to switch the mage tube. And it has 24 shells, but the reload time is really long to shells at once. But this shotgun is still pretty good for mid to late rounds. Next we have DP27. This LMG is weird because it says pancake magazine with 47 bullets. It's really strong, and the lordship module to make your gun becomes mounted when aims down sights, deals 150% damage and lower recoil 40%. That's absolutely amazing, but the fire rate is kind of slow, and it's still pretty good camping gun. Next, the Skyhammer, and one of the most popular LMG thanks to great damage and faster reload time. When you pack this LMG now, it has 800 bullets, which is absurd. And the Battle Scar module is pretty decent faster fire rate in 7 shots by 150%. The RPK-74 is the first gun from the 8K expansion pack in this list. They have very similar ammo, very similar damage, and very similar fire rate. But the RPK has better pack-a-punch module is kill tally module. Increases damage by 10% up to 10 times, basically 100%, but when you're switching or reloading, the buff get reset to 0. Next we have the Super Shorty. This is the compact shotgun, and it has only 3 rounds. When you pack this shotgun now, it's using explosive rounds. It's very strong, can one-shot up to around 30 to 40, also it's great for horde. But the explosive rounds are impossible to headshot, and the blase radius is really small. And it only has 70 to rounds, that's kind of disappointed, but it's still very good gun. Next we have the Remington. This shotgun is pretty solid, can one headshot up to round 33 thanks to slug shot rounds, which is nice. But this shotgun has slow fire because it's pump action. I know, but it's still pretty solid on round 40, and it on the wall easily to buy ammo. Next is the UMP-45, another wall gun, and it's available only on the graduation map. It has slow fire rate, but the damage is high. The pack-a-punch module is really good, just increases damage by 2% when fired continuously up to 180%. And it has only 200 bullets, but you can camp in the bathroom, then buy the ammo. Next we have the N94. I can say this is the most grown-up gun in the game. From pretty mid to one of the best wall gun. The pack-a-punch module has changed from double headshot to the sharpened mind module. It becomes fully auto instead of hyperburst. Is absolutely amazing and on the wall with 270 bullets, which is more than any wall guns. And the N94 is just located outside of the bathroom, so you've been camping with a 94 and UMP for 5. Next is the ASM Val. This is one of my favorite AR in the game. It's pretty underrated and almost nobody using it. When you pack this gun, it becomes, oh my god, this is a very good gun. Because this gun is very high DPS than almost any AR thanks to the stealth attack module, the same module from KDRB. It has high damage, fast fire rate, and quick reload time. But it has only 20 bullets in the mag. It should be like 30 or 40. So much better, but this gun's still absolutely amazing. Next is the P90. This SMG has 50 rounds, is insane. When you pack this SMG, it has 100 bullets with 500 reserves. And the Len module is very good, stacking 10% damage up to 50%, but after 5 seconds. This buff restarted to 0%, still really good. However, the P90 begins to fall off on mid-late round 30. You runs out of ammo really quickly. Next we have the AK-S7 for you, is the second AK from the 8K expansion pack in this list. I can say it really strong carbine with fast fire rate. The Anarchy module kills zombie stacks, increases damage by 10%, and also increased fire rate by 5% up to 5 times, lasts only 3.5 seconds. That's really nice pack-a-punch module. But I am not really fan of increased fire rate because this gun already have fast fire rate. And it has only 30 bullets on the mag, should be like 40. So much better. Next is the Masada. I don't know if it should be high. But you pack this gun, has for 190 bullets in reserves, which is more than any AR, is crazy. Also, the damage is really high, and the Defender module is basically shots. That is 15% chance to slowing the zombies and doing 200% damage. That's a very nice gun on round 30 to 40, still pretty solid. So that's all I have to say it. Next is the Beretta M9. When you pack this starter pistol becomes one of the best backup gun in my opinion. Thanks to null infusion module for slowing down the horde, then you can escape the horde so easily. On round 30 or 40, it's still pretty solid, but it has only 96 bullets. So make sure do not spamming too much. Next is the SL9SD. This gun is basically a sniper rifle without the scope. Also, it's the strongest AR in the game. Can one headshot after round 31, thanks again. The stealth attack module deals 150% damage for the first 25% in the mag. Overall, it has a good fire rate and still pretty solid for round 3040. Finally, the first sniper, also the final gun from the M16 expansion pack in this list, the MSSR. This is the weakest, also the fastest fire rate in the sniper class. The sniper can one headshot up to round 34. The Despair module kill 10 zombies for increase the fire rate by 10% permanent is very nice. It's very fun to use, also you can spamming the sniper without problem. And it has 270 bullets, which is highest in the sniper class, is absolutely amazing. Next is the Crossbow. I can say this is the most grown-up gun in the game. From the biggest poo-poo to one of the best backup gun in the game. Because it had no piercing and nobody using the Crossbow. For years later, Logitech has finally buffed the Crossbow. Just faster reload time, and when you pack the Crossbow, still no piercing, right? So this is before. To this. After reach 100 headshot kills, now you unlock the broadhead bolts. Basically, this bolt is stronger than regular bolts, also it has piercing now. Now the Crossbow can striking up to 3 zombies is absolutely amazing. Also, it says 96 bolts, and then you can use the Crossbow on round 50 without problem. After you get the Crossbow from the box, I highly recommend it to pack a punch on early rounds to get more headshot damage. Next is the Smith & Wesson 500. This is the strongest pistol in the game. It basically pocket sniper can one headshot up to round 43, which is absolutely insane. The Hangman module is absolutely amazing. The first shot after reloading deals 250% damage. However, the recoil is very strong and it has slow fire rate, but it is still very good gun. Next is the K1A. Not many people heard about this gun. This SMG is available only in Research Map. Also, it's on the wall located in the labs, by far my favorite walled gun in the game. Thanks to Sustenance module, where kills partially reload the magazine with bullets that deal 125% damage, is absolutely amazing. And you can use this gun from mainly on any round still good. Next we have the USAS-12. This is the fully auto shotgun, also very strong and very fun to use it. And the Pack-a-Punch module is similar to the AUG A3. Floating Dagger module has not only increased your movement speed by 50%, and it also every 4 kills grant increased damage by 150% for 5 seconds. Which is nice. However, this shotgun, it has only 160 rounds, so you runs out of ammo so damn fast. Next is the Ranger. This is by far the most nerfed gun in the game. Many people said this shotgun is trash because they never tried it, or I don't know. When you pack this shotgun, it's like, wow, this thing is absolutely beast. The Magnus module becomes a 5-round burst and has 10 shells in the mag. This shotgun is very fun to use and also very strong until mid-round 40 something. It's also on the wall, which is amazing, and I highly recommend you try it. Next is the AK-12. It's the final gun from the AK expansion pack in this list. It's really strong, fast fire rate, and low recoil. It's very similar to the AK-47, but the only difference is the Cold Heart module. Allows you to stack 5% damage up to 200%. Oh, when you're taking damage by zombies, the boost get restarted to 0%. And you runs out of ammo very quickly because it has only 360 bullets. But it's still very good gun. Finally, the top 10 in this list, the Barrett 50 cal is one of the strongest sniper in the game. When you pack can one headshot up to round 46, which is insane. The Littner anti-material module gives the ability to fire the anti-material round instead of regular bullet that explode and penetrate when you're standing still. However, this sniper has very strong recoil and really heavy to slower your movement speed. But the sniper is still amazing. Next is the MCX Spear. It's very strong, but the fire rate is kinda slow. When you pack this battle rifle can one headshot up to round 32 with the Spearhead module. It has absolutely amazing increased penetration and deals 250% damage. Overall, it's a very solid rifle until round 50. Next is the Benelli M4. This shotgun never got nerfed and buffed for years, still amazing. This shotgun can one headshot up to round 37. The Better Tomorrow module allows you to reload for shells at once is absolutely amazing. It has great fire rate and very powerful close ranges, so that's pretty to say about it. By far the most popular non-wonder weapon in the game is the AK-47. The real reason this gun is so popular is all thanks to the Lionheart module. Permanently gains 1% damage on kill up to 200%. It is very high damage and a good fire rate, and it is a very solid gun for early to late rounds. However, the AK-47 has the same cons as AK-12. Both AK begins to fall off on late round 30 because you need like 6 to 7 headshots to kill. Also, it has only 360 bullets in the reserves, but the AK-47 is still very solid gun. Next is the M26 MASS. This is the strongest shotgun in the game. When you pack this shotgun, can one headshot up to round 41, which is insane. All thanks to the Fletchet module with small darts for much better penetration. It has a fast fire rate and quick reload. But it has only 7 rounds in the mag, so you need to reload more often, but I am fine with that. Overall, it's a very strong shotgun and a very great choice for high rounds. Next we have the G3A3 is another very solid battle rifle, also really similar to the MCX Spear. The difference is the G3A3 is semi-auto and has higher damage. When you pack a punch this rifle, it has 380 bullets, can one headshot up to round 33. The Sighthound module deals 160% damage while it is aimed down sights, and when you use hip fires it becomes fully auto. Overall, this rifle is absolutely amazing, and you can use this rifle for primary or camping. Next is the ASH-12. This is the second strongest battle rifle in the game, but the long rifle is stronger. It has a fast fire rate, quick reload time, and the dust-to-dust module can one headshot up to round 35, deals 200% damage and fires slower. Which is nice, but the recoil is very strong, so I am fine with that. Overall, it is a very, very solid gun for mid to very late rounds. That's all about to say it. Next is the AUG. This is the bolt-action sniper rifle. The sniper can one headshot up to round 49. The quick scope module is very simple doing. Quick scope deals 175% damage, boost headshots, trigger air horns, which is nice. And you can solo training with this sniper without the problem. Next is the M200 Intervention. This is the newest sniper and also the strongest per bullet. The CCCLX module is spinning 360 to 175% damage boost for 2.5 seconds. This sniper can one headshot up to round 52, but without 360 up to round 47. But doing 360 is hilarious also, then you get overrun by the horde without you're not careful. Overall, like the AUG, you can use this sniper without doing 360. Both snipers are great, what can I say? And finally, the best non-wonder weapons in the game. The Dragoon AVS. This is the 4th weakest sniper in the game. It can one headshot up to round 42 multi-headshot module, which makes Rechambers 1 round from the ammunition reserves to the mag. It has nice fast fire rate, low recoil, and 10 bullets in the mag. So you can camping with this sniper without problem. And that's pretty much for ranking every weapon except the wonder weapons. This video took me 20 days to writing the script and editing for this video. Also, thank you for 10,000 subscribers. I really appreciate for your support. Don't forget join the membership to support me. And life is good.